Hello and welcome back. Well, the great news is the ban on the recreational use of drones in UAE has been lifted. But there's also been an introduction of the new registration process for drones in UAE. So in this video, I will go through the new drone registration process. I will go through all the requirements, timelines, costs associated with it, and I will also cover what you need to do if you're a tourist and want to fly the drone in UAE. So to register your drone in UAE, there are a few steps you need to follow. And number one is you need to obtain the letter of conformity, or LOC for short. This document can be obtained from Ministry of Industry and Advanced Technology. LOC has two purposes. One is for registering the drones, and the second one is for importing your drone into the country. So if you're traveling with drones, when you're coming back, you do need the LOC document for the customs purposes in order to bring your drone back into the country. The process for obtaining this document is relatively simple. You need to go to MOIAT website, find the service called Issue Product Status Statement for Drones, fill in the documents and submit your registration together with 200 dirham fee. And once approved, you will get the LOC issued to you. It usually takes about 5 working days to get that process done. And this remained the same from the previous registration of drones in UAE. I have done a video previously and I will put the link in the description so you can see the step-by-step instructions on how to obtain LOC. The second step for registering your drone is to register yourself as a pilot and then add your drones to your account. Unfortunately, if you had your drones registered with GCAA previously, those registrations are no longer valid, so you can't transfer them into the new system. Now, to register yourself as the pilot, you need to head over to a website called drones.gov.ae. Click on the sign up button, and then you need to log in with your UAE pass. Just as a side note, UAE pass is available for everyone, so no matter if you're a UAE resident or you're a tourist, you can register for UAE pass. Once you've logged in with UAE pass, you will see a form that you need to fill in. Unfortunately, one of the requirements on this form is you need to have a training certificate, which you need to attach to this form from authorized academies. So before you actually can register yourself, you need to get the training certification done. At the time of doing this video, there is currently 3 training academies in UAE which are authorized to provide the training certification. And those academies are Falcon Air Club in Al Ain, Melaha Drones in Fujairah, and Versa Airspace in Abu Dhabi. I've reached out to all 3 academies to get the understanding of what training certification they offer, how much it costs, and how long does it take. And what I've got back is Emirates Falcon Air Club in Al Ain charges 1500 AED for training course and certification, and additional 200 AED for security clearance. And I'll talk about security clearance shortly. Melaha Drones in Fujairah charge 1500 AED for everything, and Versa Airspace in Abu Dhabi, they charge 1100 AED for everything. Again, these prices were given at the time of making this video, so they may have changed. Please do reach out to those academies directly and find out the current pricing and timelines for training certifications. To get into the training, you need passport picture, Emirates ID, back and front, passport copy, introductory statement for security clearance. You need the registration form filled in, picture of the drone, picture of the serial number, and that's why I mentioned it in step 1, LOC. Now let's talk about security clearance. Before you can actually get into the training course, you need to obtain the security clearance. And to do so, you need to fill in quite an extensive form and submit it to your training academy, who will then on your behalf apply for security clearance. Currently, there is no defined timeline on how long it takes. It can take 5 to 10 working days. So you should consider about 2 weeks for the security clearance to come through. And once it does, then you can apply for the dates for your training certification, which usually consists of theory, practice, and exam. And once you've passed the exam, you will be issued a training certificate, which you can use then for your application on the drones.gov.au website. Once you submit your application on the drone's website, it will be reviewed, and once it's approved, you will be required to pay a fee of 100 dirham. My understanding, it's a one-off fee, and once it's paid, you can add your drones to the system and start requesting the flights. And that's about it. It's not complicated. There is a process in place, there's timelines in place, and there are costs in place, right? So if you do want to register a drone, this is what you need to consider. You need to get the LOC, which costs 200 dirham. You need to get the training done, which is about 1100 to 1500 dirham. And you need to pay the registration fee on drone's website, which is 100 dirham. So the total cost is about 1500 dirham. And timeline wise, if we add all of it together, it takes about 3 weeks to go through the process and get your drones registered. If you're a tourist who wants to bring the drone into the country, there's few things you need to consider. Number one is you do need the LOC. LOC is mandatory to bring the drone into the country as it's required by customs. Now, the second point is the training certificate. If you don't have a drone pilot's license, you will have to go through the process of obtaining training certificate in UAE. However, if you do have the drone pilot license, there is a chance they might get approved. So what you need to do is you need to send an email with the copy of your drone pilot license to the support team at the drone's website, and they will review it. And if they approve it, then you can apply for the account with your drone pilot license. If they don't approve it, then you will have to go through the training in UAE. And that's about it. If you want to register your drone, just follow the process, get it done, and enjoy flying the drone. There are some really beautiful places in UAE for aerial photography, and you will really enjoy flying the drone here. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and see you next video.